I don't play the game. I don't play by the rules of the game. Fucking definitely not. Alright, wishing everyone is super fantastic. This is a little video for my playlist. Confessions no, it's not confessions. Autobiography of a Beautiful Madman. Yeah, I just done a little video there because I listed this little guy, Spelter Art Deco Terrier. And then in the video, it reminded me of something that happened when I was a child, so I'll just throw it out there. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. On the 19th, between the 19th and the 20th of September, 1981, somebody murdered my best friend. My best friend was a dog called Max. Quite extraordinary. A fucking long story, actually. There was down the road from where I lived, there was a house, and the lights were going off and on, off and on. And the people who were living there, I think it was an American couple. I was 81. How old was I? I don't know. It was about fucking 10 or 11 or something. Um, and there was a dog in there, crying and barking, and a pup. And one of my brothers, he like there was this rumor going around that the house was haunted, basically, and then he beautifully created a story that the priests arrived at the house and they blessed it and they said there was a poltergeist in there, and everybody believed it because it was that kind of environment growing up in a Catholic programmed state, uh, and we believed him like like the children did anyway. And but very bravely, I went round the back and I kicked in the fucking door, and I rescued this little dog, uh, a pure black Labrador, and I got him anyway. And then I went out the front, and there was a beautiful couple across the road. Can't remember their names. But he and she immediately came out, and they knew that what I'd done, and I couldn't have dogs. I wasn't allowed to keep a dog. We had greyhounds. My father had greyhounds, and we weren't allowed to have dogs apart from fucking greyhounds. Um, and I think that they must have known this. But anyway, he and she came out, and she beautifully said, "We will take care of the dog. We will buy a kennel, and it can stay outside on the driveway. And he's your dog, and we'll take care of him." That was just fucking incredible, absolutely divine. So over the years, this dog became my best friend, absolutely goddamn. I loved dogs. I didn't trust people because of my experiences, but I could trust dogs. Sometimes I would have like 4 or 5 dogs. Like back then, people didn't really own dogs. There was like lots of dogs. What people would have dogs, but they wouldn't like keep them in their houses. And there would be many like stray dogs, but they weren't fucking stray. They were just dogs on the street. And it was such a beautiful existence for dogs because like every dinner time or every lunchtime, that normally the women or would, after the dinner, whatever scraps are left, they would come outside and they would beat the pot and put the scraps out, and any dog in the area would hear it and come and get the food. All the dogs are super fucking healthy, like. And so anyway, Max was there at this Milmore Gardens, and my brother, who created the story of the priests, he was in a little bit of a gang, a group, and the head of the group was a guy called Soupy Campbell. And I later found out that he was responsible for making the decision to kill the dog, basically to kill Max. And apparently one of the other groups, one of the other kids, these are older than me, like, One of them, his father was a pharmacist, so he got a load of drugs, and they put it in some meat, and then they give it to the dog and kill the dog. My best friend. So I found out about this, and I was only a child, like. But what I did was I got I got I got like a magazine. I started cutting words out of this magazine, and I started to create these poems of like the only words that come to mind is like blood. Oh, getting a fucking phone call. Yeah, just blood and dark eyes, beautiful brown eyes, and all this kind of thing. Just this emotions was coming out, and so what I did was I pasted these cut out words onto paper, and then I went round. I put it in an envelope, and then I went round to the guy's house, quite a big family, and I posted the letter through. Talking about revenge and stuff, and through my brother, like he would express things, not knowing it was me, but he was expressed that Soupy got this letter, like. So it was working. So it worked. So I started to post more letters, and it became quite serious for the information I was getting from my brother. What they did was they went to the Sinn Féin, which was basically the IRA at the time, because you couldn't go to the police. And the family went to the Sinn Féin because they were worried that something was going to happen, because the letters were threatening. And then I continued with the letters, and was like, I was like really happy that this was happening, like, because it was quite traumatic for me. Like I used to dream that I would murder the entire family. Like I was really upset by what this guy had done. And then my brother told me that after I posted one of the letters, they were waiting. The family were waiting, and I posted this letter. What happened was there was a bush outside the front door, and I could post the letter, and then I didn't need to run. I could just hide directly in front of the door under this bush. I didn't really care if I got caught. I mean, I tried not to get caught, but that's what I did. And they ran out of the house when I posted the letter. They came running out of the house, and they ran down the street after a man who was walking past, or an older guy, and they fucking beat him up. So it was working, like it was upsetting them. But I continued. I think after that I continued with another, maybe one or two letters. So it was upsetting to the whole family. And then there was a beautiful moment one evening. There was me and one of my older brothers, another brother, and a few other people. And this Soupy, he was there, and he said something to me. Like, he's about 4 or 5 years older than me, and he said something to me, like negative, nothing to do with the dog. And then I looked at him and I said, "Yeah." No, they don't. Rory is not finished until 11:30.
All right.
Yeah. And anyway, he said something to me negative, and I looked at him and I said, "Be careful, or you might get some more letters." And it really had a serious impact upon him. He then realized, this is the fucking cunt that upset my life, basically. And he wanted to beat the crap out of me, but my big brother was there. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. And later on in life, he went to London and became a heroin addict. Absolutely extraordinary. Maybe he's dead now, I don't know. But anyway, revenge is sweet. Such a beautiful thing to do as a child, to experience how satisfying revenge can be, feeling so incapable of doing anything about this, that somebody killed my fucking best friend, and I managed to get revenge upon the human being. Absolutely fucking excellent. Wishing you have the greatest day of your absolutely unbelievably fortunate fucking life. Love and absolute fucking awareness upon everyone. Shamahaka. Waka fucking out. Hit the like button, share the video, send a fucking comment. Chaka chaka.